Alright, got everything nice and level. So, my purpose is to help you make a decision. I know that sounds weird, but when it comes down to it, you have to make a choice. And when you make that choice, it changes your life. One way or another. For good, for bad. Just like getting married. Except, you can always change a choice. You can make a decision inside of a decision. Wow. Yeah. So many people, especially in this day and age, are knowledge. Let me acquire all of the knowledge I can so that I don't make a wrong decision. That kind of defeats the purpose. If you have all of the knowledge, then you've already made several decisions because you made the decision to get the knowledge and then to allow the fear to inside your body for you to have to learn about everything surrounding the subject as well. Action, movement, doing something, telling others, making content, putting out blog posts. Once you get to the action stage, you have finally limited your possibilities within your head. The problem with that is you actually need to make a damn choice. And that's the hard part. You need to make a choice. What are you doing? Where are you going? One of my favorite comedians of all time, dead guy now, of course, Mitch Hedberg. He had a joke, and it was part of a really long bit, but the joke was, I'm no longer going to follow my dreams. I'm going to ask them where they're going, and I'll catch up with them later. Meaning that I will not allow the multitude of possibilities to control my life. The dreams, the aspirations, all of the chances and choices and possibilities inside of your own head are weird. And they're limiting what you're actually doing in your life. I made a choice 8 years ago, 8 years ago yesterday, to open my own business, to follow someone else's dream to start. My wife's dream for our family to be entrepreneurs. And that led us down a very long road over the past 8 years of many trials, many tribulations, and just so you know, trademark infringement is a real thing. I found that out from a company not even in my state, not even in my region, but it is a real thing. We've been to the bottom, almost lost everything. We've almost lost the house. Almost had to move into parents' basement and be typical millennials. People who have all of the potential but are enabled to force themselves into action. The previous generations did not have the access to knowledge, the access to information the way that we do. We are the most knowledgeable generation, but yet we take the least amount of action out of anyone. So as we move forward, today's Mother's Day. 3 years ago, I got ran over by a truck. 8 years ago, the company I was working for had built an amazing career, got us all on a conference call, all 181 of us, and said, "Oh, everybody's fired. We're bankrupt. Nobody's getting paid." Luckily for me, my boss saw the writing on the wall a few months before and told us, "Hey, you need to figure out something and get ready." Wow, my jaw sticks out a lot. So I ended up going to get my home inspection certification, started my own company. A few months later, I went and got mold certified, and that's all been said and done. God's told me I need to go play underneath houses. You go play in crawl spaces. And I love being able to walk into a house, see what's going on, hear the client's concerns, and tell them what they need. Because your client has no damn clue. If you are a specialty contractor, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, remediation of anything, even half your remodelers, your client really doesn't know. Your client has seen this, that, and the third, and they've Googled and Chat GPT'd all of it. But they don't know because you're the professional. The problem I run into because I'm in toxic materials is people trying to use scare tactics on clients. There's no reason to try to scare people, man. If you're in mold or water damage, stop saying, oh, you've got black mold and stachybotrys is going to kill you and whatever, just to try to get people to sign the paperwork. You're giving us all a bad name. Yes, there are very few times where you will run into the toxic, deadly stachybotrys mold. I ran into it one time in 8 years. One house. We do an average of 200 to 300 houses a year. Per year. And we're a little tiny company. All these big guys are doing 50 houses, 60 houses a month. They employ a lot of people, and it's good for what they do. I'm not one of those contractors. If you have an old house, 1850 to 1940, rock foundations, specialty builds, cutouts, tiny crawl spaces, that's what we do, historic stuff. Then we do your basic home that has a crawl space for your encapsulation, rip out, because waterproofing only lasts a couple decades. And then you gotta do something. Most people never go under there unless the HVAC is under there to change the filter. So, it just is what it is. People don't know. I don't know. I got a leak on this weird corner of my toilet. I know how to turn it off. But I don't know where all the plumbing pipes lead and how the pressure's supposed to be and all of that. It's not my area of expertise. So if it's not yours either, stay out of it. I see a lot of pest control or HVAC try to get into doing encapsulations, and I've only seen one actually try to get into spray downs and remediation. But they figure, oh yeah, we're underneath there anyways. We're already doing our inspections. Why not have our guys lay out a vapor barrier? Well, because your guys aren't certified and trained. That's it. Your guys don't know how much slack they need to leave in the corners when that next HVAC technician climbs underneath there and, oh, he's going to look at and change out. Maybe it's the pilot's out or something weird. And they're just rolling around and it's pulling and pulling. If you're not seen correctly with overlaps and for adjustments, if you're not giving your pillars plenty of room, if you're not ram setting and doing the butyl with acrylic attachment to the walls, it's all going to fail. And your client's going to call you and you're going to go back out there because my clients call me. One of my crews ran out of ram sets on the job, didn't tell me, and a year and a half later, I get a call, hey, we just looked underneath there, part of this is falling. So I pull up the photos, take a look at them, look down that one little wall, start zooming in, I don't see the nails, call them up, hey, what happened with this job? Oh yeah, look down in the notes, we ran out of ram sets during it. We were supposed to go back but never did. Wow. Now get your ass back out there. Take care of the client because that is what we do. We take care of the client. We take care of the house. Sorry to tell you, I don't care who lives there. I don't care if it's you, your mama, your baby sister's brother-in-law's friend from college that's 4 people removed. I don't, no. As a contractor, I don't. I care that the house is healthy. And I care that the people who live there are not being negatively affected by the areas of the house with basic maintenance they can take care of. You're not going to take care of the fact that a limb falls through your roof. Nope, that's insurance. Call a roofer. Your gutters are backing up and flowing down and causing a hole next to your crawl space vent, and water's flowing in there. You could have done some home maintenance and corrected that. But now you're going to pay me several $1,000s to fix it because that's my job. My job is to make sure that anything a homeowner or the home itself has that's negatively affecting them or any of the occupants goes away. So, this awesome Mother's Day, I'm sitting out here bitching and rambling to this phone because I'm waiting to go pick up my kid from grandmother's house that he spent the night to go play bingo. Is what it is. I've kind of just rambled all throughout this video. But my big thing is you have to make the choice. My clients don't know what they need. It's my job to inform them so that they can make the best informed choice as quickly as possible. To keep the health and safety of their people and their kids, their dogs. I had a lady, her cat was always sick. I did her crawl space, treated everything. A month later, call her up, check in. Hey, how you doing? How's the cat? Oh yeah, I forgot the cat ain't been sick. Everything's good. We get lots of clients all the time. Hey, we have constant sinus infections, constant bronchitis, and we got issues with skin rashes. Cool. Just crawl to your house. Best way to test, go on a 7-day vacation. 7 days in a new place. Your lungs have the chance within 3 days to reinforce what's happening. If you're sick, you'll stay sick. If it's your house, you'll start to feel better. Hey, always a good reason to go on vacation. Now we can figure out how to get insurance to pay for that, because if your house is making you sick, they need to do it, but they always say, nope, this is lack of maintenance from the homeowner, and they're not going to cover check. So, I don't know. I'm a remediator. I take care of it and make it feel better. I see lots of people on Instagram and stuff, like that mobile assessor guy. Yeah, it's everywhere, dude, but you can't get a home to zero. You can get a home to really dang close. But people ain't got the money to fix this stuff, man. Most people don't have $15,000 sitting down around so that they can pay me $6 to be able to come in and rip everything out, redo half their HVAC, clean it all up, go ahead, clean the attic, scrape it all out, do the eaves, waterproof the exterior of the home, clean it up, gutters, soft wash roof to clean it all up, patch any of the vents, ridges, gables, and you go down the side and make sure all the siding. They don't have money for that. And that's not even getting down into if you have a basement. Dig up your whole house for $35,000. Yeah. Because ultimately that's what it needs. What's the client going to pay for? You can waterproof the interior for about 8. Or you can put in an interior drain for about 18. Or we can dig up the outside of your house and we waterproof the exterior down to the turn for about 25 to 35. This is not big business because your clients aren't going to actually pay for what the home itself needs. You're always going to be putting a band-aid over a bigger problem. It's what happens when you dig a hole and put a house in it in nature. Nature tells you, yeah, you don't belong here. Mother Nature knows a lot better than we do.